What's up, Shacklz gang? This is Jaleel Shacklz, your advice guru, helping you to be the best versions of yourselves as well as giving you relationship advice. In today's video, I just want to talk about men. You have to be the driving force. When we get into these relationships and we start feeling really comfortable with our girl, we start saying things out of emotion, we start throwing hatred, we start being mean, or we get overly emotional and become really sad and feeling like, nobody understands us, that we're all alone. Well, I'm here to tell you that you're not alone and that you have to consolidate those feelings. I'm not saying like, become emotionless and not be able to express yourself, but express yourself in a more confident, humble, and reasonable way. Like when you're talking to your girl, you don't necessarily need to get loud, because think about it this way. Our voice is already masculine. And if we really wanted to, when we yell, we could technically scare our girl. That's one thing, and you kind of don't want to do that. Or B, it'll just make her get even more crazier than she already is. And for a rule of thumb, don't call a girl crazy at the moment she's getting crazy, because she'll show you crazy. Trust me, it'll happen at some point. And it hasn't happened to me because I already know better, but I'm just saying, you want to hone your energy. You want to strive to be better than the person that you were yesterday. And continue your focus. When you get in this relationship, don't just drop everything like a pen or like it's a dime. Just don't drop everything for it. You still need to continue and have that value for yourself. Continue going to work. Like maybe there's some days you want to call out because you want to spend time with your girl. That's perfectly understandable. But be that driving force. And when she's yelling at the top of her lungs, let her finish out whatever she's going to say, and then you say what you're going to say. Now, she cuts you off at some point in the conversation to get her point across. Let her know that you heard her and that it's your time to talk. And it's okay to do this. It's okay to tell your girl, it's my turn because I listened to you. You have to be the driving force. You have to be in control of that conversation. Otherwise, things could go south. Your relationship might end. All because you weren't vocal about how you felt. And that's honestly how you felt, that you need to be heard. Don't just automatically shut down and think that the woman is always right. I know I'm probably going to get backlash for saying that, but I'm being real with you. And there's no other way to put it. You can't sit here and think that you're going to make somebody happy when they're not happy themselves. They have to be, you can make them smile, you can make them feel good about themselves, but to make them honestly happy is by also being genuine about your feelings and your emotions. And that's actually being honest. It's better that you say, you know what, I'm done with this conversation because it's ending nowhere, than it is to continue to go on, and then you get in this argument where you end up ending things, and then nobody wants to say sorry, nobody wants to apologize, because you go on to the conversation for so long that the point of conversation doesn't even matter anymore. And when you're looking back at it, you don't even know why you argued. When you see that the conversation is being pointless, you need to address it. Now, if the other person is saying that it's pointless and you actually do have a point that you want to get across because it's going to keep on reoccurring, you need to mention it. That's a part of having that stronghold. That's a part of you being the man in that situation. You can say things firmly and stern and put your point across. That comes across better than you yelling, because it's competitive. Trust, a girl can scream her head off, but to sit there and be stern and mean what they say and say what they mean, that's a hard thing. Because if you realize a lot of girls will either not know what they want or they'll mean it in the moment, you need to know what you mean at all times. Because when you say things you don't mean, for a girl, it stays on their heart. That means something. When you say something you don't mean, it's really hard for a girl to kind of forgive what you said, let alone forget it, and it'll come up repeatedly. Trust me, I already know this. But you have to be strong in the way of understanding what she's trying to get at and dissecting the conversation so that you hit the target right on the mark. And remember what you say, remember what you do. so that you can actually come like with the correct story or correct examples. You don't want to fake anything. So fellas, remain strong. Jaleel Shacklz, your advice guru. Deuces.